we are back again, and we have two Indian wrestlers at 120 kilograms, and it's not uncommon in this championship that we have an Indian wrestling an Indian. They brought two teams, enough wrestlers to field two teams, and these rather large wrestlers are fairly well matched evenly. We have some information on their records, but Blue Point gets a point. We should explain that if a wrestler steps outside the boundaries, as defined by the red circle, outside of that, you automatically lose a point regardless of the situation, and Blue quickly started the match. The wrestler in blue from India is Rajiu Tomar, and the wrestler in red is Joginder Kumar, not related.
Red's only 17 years old. He's much younger than the kid in blue. They have a very young team, quite a few young guys about 17 years old, I guess, that want to get some international experience here. And it's probably a good tournament to come to and see what the action's all about internationally.
Rajiu Tomar scores a second point. Actually, he scores 3 on that, so he's now up 4-1. Or sorry, 4-0. And this is not entirely unpredictable. He is the older wrestler, a little bit more experienced, although Joginder Kumar was a gold medalist in the Children's Cup in Russia in 2004. So 3 years ago, he would have been a 14-year-old wrestler wrestling in a youth tournament in Russia. He also wrestled as a cadet in the Asian Championships. Cadet would be 15-year-olds and won a bronze medal there. Rajiu Tomar is a little bit more experienced. He was a Commonwealth wrestling silver medalist in the past and has wrestled in several international competitions and clearly is a more mature wrestler. He's 2 points away from being able to win this round, although occasionally, Mark, the officials will need some help in deciding how the match should be scored. Maybe you could explain what they're doing here.
Sometimes they have to go back to the TV and just review what's the move that just happened and see if there's been any exposure, see who's in control of the match.
Right. That decision would probably be made by the match chairman, who's supposed to oversee the entire conduct of the scoring of the match. And the score has been changed to 3-0, and so they only gave 2 points for that second move. So he's now winning 3-0, and Blue is in control of the match, and really has been in control from the beginning. So there's 30 seconds left in the first round.
Well, these Reds going for it and trying to score some points here and finish them off and catch back up and maybe tie it. And if he ties it with 3, the last person that scored, according to how the scoring was, if he scores 3 ones, he probably won't win the round. He has to score a 2-pointer in there.
And the round ends, and Blue, as predicted, won the first round 3-0. And Mark, maybe this gives us an opportunity to explain. Wrestling has, freestyle international wrestling has had some rule changes recently, and it frankly is rather complicated determining. You need to win 2 out of 3 rounds. The complication really comes into how you determine the winner of a round if that round should end as a tie. And there are various things which you started to explain. If a round should end in a 0-0 tie, then we really have a complicated situation, and perhaps that'll come up and we'll be able to address it. In this particular match, in this case, Rajiu Tomar has won the first round. Should he win this next 2-minute round, he'll win the match. However, if his opponent, Joginder Kumar, also from India, should win the round, they'll have to go to a third and deciding round. Wrestlers like to gain inside control over their opponent, and there's no doubt that Rajiu Tomar has definitely got that control on the inside when they meet in the standing position. He's inside almost all the time. Now they each have inside control, which more or less leads to a stalemate. Now that move was a good counter, but I interpret that as being maturity and strength, Mark. He really did just sort of use his extra power and strength to overpower his opponent there.
He's probably a little bit stronger right now at this age, and maybe in a couple years.
Now he's scoring 2 points. He scored the 1 for the takedown and 2 points for the exposure. That was a classic case, and he's looking for the same thing. His red shoulders are exposed to the mat, so blue gets 2 points for exposure, but he was there long enough that he gets 1 extra point for a near fall. And now if blue just stays in that position or works towards a pin, this match will be over very shortly. And that's exactly what's happened. When both shoulders touch the mat, it is a fall. And Rajiu Tomar has won the match against his Indian counterpart, Joginder Kumar, in the 120 kilogram men's gold medal match.